All right, friends, let's talk SOPs, shall we? If you're stumbling onto this video and you're going, what on earth are you talking about? What is an SOP? Why do I need to care about it as a teacher seller? I'm going to say what it is really quickly, and then hopefully you'll stay tuned for the rest of the video. So an SOP is a standard operating procedure. It's basically the step-by-step instructions for what you do to complete specific tasks in your business, such as maybe product creation for TPT or content creation like on different platforms like your blog versus your YouTube versus a podcast versus Instagram even, or how you bookkeep for your business. All these different tasks within your business that you need to get accomplished will be done so much easier and much more quicker and efficiently if you have a standard operating procedure for them. Basically, you could think of it like a scientific formula. Like when you're doing specific scientific formulas in science class, if you don't follow the formula exactly, what happens? An explosion could happen. You could end up getting yourself hurt, which is not going to make yourself get hurt. But you could end up doing something wrong, and then the experiment doesn't work, and then it takes you that much longer to clean it up, and like all of these things. It's the same thing for SOPs. If you have them and you've actually written down all of the steps that you need to do, then when you sit down to do the task, and if you follow it to a T, the idea is that you should produce the goal that you wanted to produce and in shorter time, which that's always the goal over here on this channel. So today we're going to be talking all about what exactly an SOP is, how to break it all down, and then I'm going to actually show you like one of my SOPs and how you could create an SOP for yourself following this video. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. For those who don't know me, my name is Rainy Barton and I'm an elementary music teacher and middle school musical theater teacher in Central Florida. I also am a teacherpreneur productivity mentor, so I help teacher sellers master their time and energy while scaling their business so that they can ditch the hustle and grind, break up with busy, and stop sacrificing their mental health. And on this channel, we talk all things teacher seller, tips and tricks, and productivity. Teacher seller on Wednesday, productivity on Sunday, and the whole goal is to help you work less and make more. So if you keep watching these videos, that is what is going to happen for you. Like, subscribe, share, you know the drill. But let's get back into today's topic. As I already mentioned, an SOP is just the fancy word for your standard operating procedure. It's kind of like, you might have also heard workflow or process or all of those different words. They're all around the same thing. The system is actually like the system that you're creating it for, and then the SOP is actually like the written down step by step by step. Now, when would you need to create an SOP? You could create SOPs as early as when you first start out in your business. One, it'll help you reduce the amount of time that you are working on specific processes, and it'll actually make you think about what you are doing each time so that you can try and create a repeatable process. So it really helped me speed up my product creation for TPT, and it also really helped me speed up and make sure I could stay consistent on my YouTube because that's my main source of content, and so I don't miss any days now. And so it helps with actually helping you manage your time effectively and make you not have to spend every second of the day in your business. Also really helpful to have for once you want to start hiring. Now, maybe you're not anywhere near hiring. I'm getting closer to where I'm going to be needing to hire, but right now I am still my own manager for everything. But if you have these SOPs already written down or notated, then when you go to hire someone, the process is simply going to be handing them your SOP and saying, take off with that. You could even use that as part of the hiring process. Give them the SOP that you created for one of your things and say, all right, like for example, if I was going to hire a YouTube video manager, which would be the next thing I would probably get, I would say, all right, take my SOP and do the steps that I wanted you to do for this next video. And if I like how it went, I'll keep working with you. It'll also make you realize like whether your SOP actually works and whether they can understand it or not. So that's another really great reason. But you can start doing this before you even are hiring people, before you have anybody on your team. It's just really great to have these documents for you to refer back to, but also just to have so that as your team expands, you are just able to work smarter and not harder. There are many different ways that you can record or do your SOPs. You could do it recording with videos, and you can do it writing it down. You can do it having someone telling you walking you through how to do it. So I do think that videos are really great. I think videos have a time and a place for recording them, especially if you want to just send someone on your team a video of you doing it and walking step by step. I think step-by-step videos are really helpful. The only problem with that is that if you have to change it, you have to redo the whole entire thing, because unless you're gonna specifically take time to edit it in iMovie or whatever editing software you use, but I feel like that's just wasting your time as far as that's concerned. So I would really only record a video if you're like 100% sure that this process is never going to change. Like for example, I use Trello, but I've really been interested in ClickUp lately. I know, I can't believe I've even been saying that in this video. But if I was to record all of my videos with Trello and then I switch over to ClickUp, that's going to suck, which is why I have not video recorded any of my SOPs yet. I've stuck to just Google Docs for now, which is working fine for me, just because I don't want to switch. I might be switching over. And so I just know that that would be a waste of my time to do it on Trello and then have to re-record it for ClickUp. So only record if you're 100% sure that the way you create products is never going to change. Like, this is the way it's going to be, and this is how I'm going to do it from here on out, and this is how a person can do it 5 years down the line. Otherwise, I recommend you writing it out and typing it out. And no, it does not even take that long. The other day I edited, I created my YouTube video one for my Timely Teacherpreneur one, and then I just updated it, edited it for Whimsically Musical, but it took like 20 minutes tops. It's not that big of a deal. Of course, I could probably fill it out a lot more once I actually have someone, but I have all of the steps written out, and then I'm going to need to actually go in and make it a lot more detailed. But for me right now, since it's just me serving that purpose, I know exactly what I want it to look like, and so that's what the process is going to be. So let's actually go and look at my SOP, and we'll talk through like how you can create one for yourself, how you can make it more specific, and all of those sorts of things, so that hopefully by the end of this video, you can walk away with your own process for writing SOPs for your teacher seller business. You are actually getting to see a little bit behind the curtain of how I create SOPs for my business. Now, anytime I have an SOP, I write it on Google Docs. However, I put it where I need to in Trello. So if you've seen this before, this is my YouTube strategy board for how I create videos, which I talk about this a lot more in the batching breakdown, my signature course, which just throwing that out there. That's going to be released at 25% off on Black Friday. So definitely Black Friday week. So definitely be like watching my Instagram and things to like get information about that. But I always put it in here. So I have my YouTube video workflow, and then I click on here, and that's that same Google Doc. Okay. So when you're doing this, obviously you need to name it, and then you need to put the assignee. Who is going to be assigned this specific SOP or specific tasks within the SOP? So I have me, the owner, a YouTube video manager. I don't have them right now, but eventually I will, and a social media manager. It makes it easier if you already map out who's going to be doing what steps, so that when you go to hire someone, you don't have to go in and edit that. Now, you could write YouTube video manager does this, social media manager does this. I just wanted to cheat the system and just color code it down there, which you'll see in a minute, so that they know, oh, I'm orange and this is what I am in charge of in this part of the creation process. Then you're going to do frequency. How often is this task going to be repeated? I said every time a new video comes out, twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays, this creation process is going to be happening. But you could be more specific with that. So if you're doing product creation, how often are you going to be doing this exact product creation process? Are you going to be doing this once a week? Are you going to be doing it every day for an hour? How often are you going to be doing it? Then what is the goal of this workflow or this SOP? Why did you make this SOP? Like, what is the ultimate goal? What is it helping you do? For me, it says, I want to have a streamlined process for my main source of content so that I can save myself time while still providing massive value to my audience. It's really important to just refer back to what your purpose is for why you're doing this, just so that you don't end up feeling like, I don't even know why I'm doing this stuff in my business. If you know what the goal is, it's going to help you stay on track that much more. We get down to the actual SOP, and I've broken it down into three things: the tools that are required, the actual steps, and then the result. So the tools required, I obviously need my YouTube Trello board for tracking my progress and for my idea bank, because it's all in there. My iPhone to film. Yes, I film on my iPhone for now. iMovie to edit. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I need my laptop. So I need to put that there. Okay. My laptop, my Lightroom to edit graphics, Canva to create graphics, and then YouTube to upload and schedule. And so that's all the tools that I need for my SOP. Then steps. So with the steps, you should make bullet points, or like step 1, step 2, step 3. As soon as you start to write paragraphs, you're going to lose everybody. So try to make it as short and sweet and concise as possible. So we'll walk through mine super quick. Which, yes, some of these are harder to read because when you use the headers, they make them gray. So maybe I can change them to black really quick. Oh, beautiful. Okay. All right. So decide what videos you're going to record. Look at the idea bank / content creation calendar to see what's coming up in your biz. That is my task because only I can decide that. Keyword research for the title of the videos. I use TubeBuddy and choose 10 to 15 tags for the videos. That would be my YouTube video manager. They can do all of that part for me. Write a video outline, your key talking points for the videos. I should be doing that because I'm the one that knows the knowledge, so I need to write the outline. Set up my recording studio. I should do that. It's at my house. Film my videos. I have to do that. And then take pictures for my thumbnails after filming. So I immediately do that right after filming so that I don't have to worry about creating thumbnails later. Then I will actually add another step. Send videos. And I'm putting in parentheses O's because if I batch record, which I try to do, then I would send multiple to YouTube Video Manager. Yes. So I need to add that because you're getting to actually edit these with me, because then I can actually know what I'm doing. Okay. And then let me put it in black. And okay. Send videos to YouTube Video Manager. Then they will edit the videos using the editing software. I typically use iMovie, but they can use whatever they want, I suppose. Edit your thumbnails. Oh, see, I'm adding a lot of stuff. So in here, you want to be as specific as possible. So when I say edit, that would mean include any graphics we need. Include my, channel music. And include my end screen graphic for the last 10 seconds of the video. So I could actually go back in here and be a lot more specific when I'm writing these steps down, and I definitely probably will be in the future. But as of right now, since it's just me, I know what that means. But you really want to make these as short and sweet as possible, but also very like, do this, then do this, then do this. Like, break it down as if you were explaining it to someone for like the very first time, like, or maybe they spoke another language and they need it broken down like exactly word by word what needs to be done. Then edit your thumbnail using Lightroom before uploading it to Canva. Then I would create the thumbnails. If I have a specific filter for here, I would say use X filter, which I do. Create the thumbnails and any additional social media graphics using Canva. And then I'm going to put here example down below so that they know kind of what my channel looks like. Write YouTube video description using a template. I do have a template for it. I can show you guys in a minute. And then upload YouTube videos and then schedule videos for release. And then I would say, this is my social media manager, would promote within 48 hours across all of my social media channels and platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and email. And then they would also be in charge of repurposing into a blog post, into stories, into reels, IGTV, all of that stuff. And then here's my sample thumbnail. So I really wrote down the steps as best as I could. I could have been even more specific in all of these steps. I'm really writing like, where am I writing this outline? I'm writing it in Trello. As you see, when you go over here, they started as outlines, and then I eventually took the actual video description from YouTube and added it in here, because if YouTube was to like disappear on me in the next day, I have my video still, and I just want to make sure that like I'm safe. And then I have all of it there. And then the result is 2 weekly videos. Wednesday is teacher seller videos, Sunday is productivity videos, if we are following this SOP to a T. So that is how you can create an SOP for your own teacher seller business. I would recommend going and starting to do this for all of the different things in your business. So I have one for my my email schedule. I have one for blog posts. I have one for YouTube. I have one for PPT product creation. I also have one for when I'm batching versus when I'm doing singular stuff, because I love to batch. And like I said, that's what my signature course, The Batching Breakdown, is all about. And so I definitely batch quite often. And so this is important for you to start creating these for yourself so that you know exactly what you're doing in your business. And when you sit down to work on your business, I could pull this down if I'm like, okay, it's YouTube creation time, and I could follow the steps my own self and not waste any time in the process. I hope that was really helpful for you when it comes to kind of seeing like what an SOP could look like and how you could be doing that in your business so that you're able to save time for your own self in your business when you're starting to hire out people. So I hope that was really super helpful for you. And I would love to know what SOP you are going to start creating first. So if you could write that down in the comments below, I would love to hear it, because SOPs is just a beautiful thing. And if I was ever to hire someone onto my team, I know they would be very thankful if I already have those systems in place. So start doing them as early as today. If you don't know your exact system yet and you're kind of a newer teacher seller and you're still trying to figure out your flow, then figure that out first. Take some time and then start writing your SOPs. You don't have to do this on your first day of being a teacher seller. That's like not going to help. It's really not. This is for people that are a little more advanced and are wanting to really streamline their time and efficiency so that they are cutting back on the amount of time they're spending in their business and on their business, and they actually get to like spend more time with their family and things. But like I said, on Sunday, I will be making the major announcement of what things are going to be on sale. I'm going to have my Talk Trello to Me course available. I'm going to have my batching breakdown course available. I'm also going to have a couple other offers coming up for Black Friday. So if you are interested in that Black Friday week, definitely watch Sunday's video, because that is where I'm going to be sharing all of the goods. Sunday is also where I'm going to be sharing my exact process for how I break down my goals and set up goal setting, because last week we talked about all about how to achieve or why you're not achieving your goals, like the top 5 reasons I see. And then next week, we're going to talk about how to actually break down and write down your goals in a way that you will actually achieve them. And then the week after that, we're going to talk about how to stay motivated and keep discipline on your goals. This is all part of our Goal Get 'em series, because at the end, we're going to have a giant challenge where we are going to rate our goals together. We're going to build our systems. We're going to make a teacher seller reboot for sure. So if you're excited for that, I will put a link under here to sign up for the wait list for that, just so you can hear more about what's going to happen with that, what the challenge is going to be like, when it is, all of that fun stuff. So I'll leave that video link under here. But of course, if you have any questions, let me know. I love you all, and I will see you on Sunday with our Goal Get 'em videos. Bye guys.